or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, hi, my name is Carrie. I'm a TV host and I live in Kansas City, Missouri. Happy Monday. It is the start of a new week. Not only the start of a new week, but the start of the week after the long Thanksgiving Day break, which is always just like a Monday, if you know what I mean. I just made myself an afternoon coffee. And I have to preface this by saying that if you hear some noise in the background, it's because Tweedledee and Tweedledum, aka Doogie and my foster dog Aggie, are playing, and they just never do anything quietly, so it's them ruckusing. I hope it's not too loud. Okay, I just put them outside, much better. Like I was saying, it's a very Monday, and as you can see, I kind of have all my stuff spread out here because I'm getting my week together, which usually involves me like filling out my planner for the week. A lot of times I will do this on a Sunday. If you go back a couple vlogs, I did like a full vlog of like my Sunday routine, but I just didn't have time to yesterday, so I am doing it right now. I'm kind of just looking at this planner and it just flabbergasts me that it's December already. Like this year has flown by and it's kind of unbelievable at the moment that that's where we are, but alas, it's what the calendar says, so here we are. And I have a feeling that December is gonna go by even faster, so I'm not really sure. I'm kind of just like trying to grin and bear it right now because I have a lot of things going on in the next couple of weeks, like holiday parties, things like that, that I wanna be able to be present for and to go to. But I'm also like wanting to make sure that I'm putting new things in place for next year, new processes, new ideas, things like that of what I want to cultivate for next year in terms of my content, my brand, just like what I'm doing for my career, things like that. So I'm trying to balance those two things, and I'm sure you're doing the same. I feel like everyone has that same kind of, I don't want to say problem, but just like predicament of wanting to be present with the end of the year and everything it brings, but then also wanting to be, you know, thinking, you know, about things that are forthcoming. So I'm trying to balance those right now, and so far we're doing all right, but it just takes presence, peace of mind to stay abreast on all that. So the rest of the day is actually gonna be pretty chill. I'm gonna take Doogie and Aggie on a walk. It's so chilly here today. The high is like 30 some degrees. Like all of a sudden winter just decided to show up and I'm hating it, honestly. But it's just cold today. Nevertheless, I need to get the dogs out for some exercise and get some energy out. And then at approximately 5:30, I'm gonna go to a sculpt class because it's been a minute since I've been there, and I'll be ready for a break and to get out of the house by then. Then after that, I'm really just making dinner, chilling. If you watched the last vlog, I need to give you an update. I finally set up my new phone. Look at her, she's so pretty. I'm so proud of me. It didn't take too long. It did take some time because I had to like switch all my iCloud stuff over, and then it didn't all go over right away, so I did have to go into Verizon and they helped me with it. But I had to go into Verizon anyway to drop my old phone off. I did a trade-in, so it really like was fine. I put it off and I'm so glad that I finally did it because this is just, I feel so much more like an adult having a phone that doesn't have a huge like crack in it. Like I felt like such a child just like not having my shit together with that other phone, and this definitely helps. I love it. The camera's great, everything's great. Happy. Like, why did I put it off for so long? I don't know. Let me remember this moment for when I inevitably do this same thing again. Such is life. All right, let's gear up and let's go get the dogs some exercise. Hello everyone, this is my foster puppy Aggie. Agatha. Oh yes, you're such a good girl. You're about to go in the kennel. You're about to go in the kennel. Okay, I just changed my clothes because we are going to a 5:30 sculpt class. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm wearing. All right, the leggings are Lululemon. I feel like they look darker in this lighting, but they're like a really nice light green color. I think they're the Wonder Under material, which is my favorite material. I love these. I have them in a couple pairs and they're just my favorite. And then my top is just Amazon. I got this on Amazon a couple of months ago. Actually, I think I talked about it in a previous vlog and I linked it there, but I won't link it again. It's just got this really cool back design to it. And it's like a sports bra, but it comes down a little bit more. A lot of times in my classes, I'll just wear like biker shorts and a sports bra because it's hot yoga and so you're sweating like crazy. But I wanted more like this that I could wear like hiking, that's like a little bit more than a bra, but like not a ton more because it's still so hot. And these are perfect. I love these. I have this one, and then I have another one in another color. I will link them down below. I will also link the leggings, but if you know Lulu, then you know the Wonder Unders. They're like one of their, you know, most popular types. And I like them a lot for sculpt classes because they have more like suck you in than like the Align leggings. I don't like wearing the Aligns for like yoga or like training or anything like that. To me, they are too soft. I don't know, maybe people don't agree with me, but my Aligns, like I just wear those to hang out in the house. Like I don't wear those for any type of exercise. I'll wear them to walk the dog and things like that. But if I am gonna like do any training or cardio or anything like that, like the Aligns just don't give enough. It feels like pajamas. So I prefer the Wonder Under. Those are my favorite, that material, like I said. This is what I really prefer when it comes to like sculpt classes and yoga classes. So I will link them down below. I can't guarantee that they still have this color because I got these like a year ago, but they always have like new colors that are coming out. So anyway, it'll be in my Shop My down below, and let's go to class. I just realized I forgot to take my lashes off. Don't love that for me. I wear lashes every day for the show because it just makes me, my eyes seem wider on camera, but I usually take them off before I go and sweat a bunch because sometimes they're just not very comfortable. They're not uncomfortable, but they're also not like comfortable. Oh my gosh, how rude. So usually I just take them off before I go to a yoga class, but I forgot to. So we're just gonna have to grin and bear it. And hopefully I don't get poked. Honestly, I put them on pretty good today, so they shouldn't bother me too much, but let's go to class. We gotta get a good spot. You guys know my spot in class is so important to me. It makes or breaks how I feel in the class, how I do. I need to be in the front row next to the teacher. Usually I'm that person at the workout class. And if you hate that person at the workout class, I'm sorry, you hate me. Like that's just the way I am. Let me be me, okay? Let's go. I feel like it's been a while since I've updated you guys on what I've been reading. I used to include all the time in my vlogs what I was reading, and I feel like I just haven't done that in a while. So I think what I'm gonna start is this Elon Musk book. My best friend Bree gave me this. Hello, sir. Oh, you want to join me? Sweet baby boy. Hello. Anyway, like I was saying, my best friend Bree gave me this book. She highly recommended it. I guess this guy, Walter Isaacson, has written a number of biographies. Like I think he wrote the Steve Jobs one as well. Let's see here. Here it is. He's written biographies of Leonardo da Vinci, Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein, Benjamin Franklin, Henry Kissinger. So he's just like really well known for writing biographies, but amazing biographies. I have never read the Steve Jobs one, but I really want to. I need to get around to it. And honestly, this wasn't that appealing to me at first. I was gonna pick up a different book, but I saw a friend posted on Instagram today that they had just finished this book and they gave it 5 stars, so they were highly recommending it. And I was like, you know what? It must be a sign. I've had this for a couple months. Bree gave it to me a couple months ago, and I hadn't opened it yet, but she raved about it as well. So I do think I'm gonna start this. I will be honest, I'm a little intimidated because she's pretty thick. She's over 600 pages. So she's pretty thick, so I think that kind of intimidated me, but I've heard that it reads quickly just because it's really well done. So I do think I am gonna start this next. And it's so funny because what I read before this is like the opposite of that. So what I read, what I just finished, is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. This book has been all over like Book Talk and just everywhere this fall. And honestly, I saw it at a bookstore. I was at like Barnes & Noble for a shoot for my show, and I popped in there afterwards and I was like, I'm just gonna buy it. Like this, I was really in the mood for fall type of autumnal vibes for books, and I was like, it doesn't get more autumnal than this. So I bought it, and I finally just read it. And I know there's mixed reviews on this book. I loved it. I thought it was really cute and really well done. I'm so glad that it's a series because there's like a Christmas tree farm one. There's like, there's a new one coming out in 2025. It's like about a pancake house, strawberry something pancake house. I don't know what it is. And then there's also one that's like about the cinnamon bun bookstore too. I don't know. It's just all takes place in this dream harbor, which is basically like Gilmore Girls. Like this book is Gilmore Girls, like in a nutshell. And because I have just recently started my journey with Gilmore Girls, I can appreciate like what this type of vibe has to offer. And I really enjoyed it. I know some people, you know, have not liked it. I feel like you either really liked it or you didn't. But this is not like Pulitzer-winning prize stuff. Like this type of book is all about the vibes. And I thought it cultivated the vibes really well. Like the quintessential, like small town, like where everyone knows everyone. Like I'm kind of from a place like that. And again, this is just like cozy read. This is quick. I think I read this in, you know, like one day. Like it goes down really quickly, and it's a really good palate cleanser, I think, in between books like this maybe that are heavier and thicker. And so I loved it. I am gonna read the other ones in the series, and I'm looking forward to them. So this was a plus for me. I don't know. I just really enjoyed myself. It was cultivating a vibe, and that's what I like to do when I'm reading, and this definitely hit the mark. So recommend. All right, I have got my fresh sugar-free orange soda, and I'm ready to read. So let's get cozy. I'm zoomed in on you, Tony. What's your favorite thing about me?
This is creepy. Are you making a documentary about yourself? Let's get into character. She has a brilliant personality.
Okay, ready, Pom Pom? I don't hear myself in my ear. Can you get, there we go. My microphone's on now. There we go. Yeah, of course. Now I want to ask you about the GLP-1 medications that have been approved to treat obesity. It's closely related to type 2 diabetes, but tell us more about the drugs and why it needs to be supplemented with other things.
All right, everyone, welcome back to the show. So a while back, a Miss Taylor Allison Swift made the concept of a friendship bracelet go viral. And we here at Great Day Casey have made many friendship bracelet crafts, but there's always more.
There's always more.
Tony should make one that says, I love Carrie, and I can make one that says, I
love Tony. Oh, that's so cute. And you can have them forever as ornaments. Mr. Craft.
Oh my gosh, I'm not done yet.
You've been over there talking.
Hey, that's what I'm paid to do, Tony.
All right, I am home from work and I need to leave again very soon. I took the dogs for a walk and I actually gave Aggie a bath because she stunk for some reason. I don't know why she stunk, but she did. So we can't have that. So I gave her a quick bath. And I'm making myself a little iced coffee to go for the afternoon because I need to go back into town because I have a facial today at 4 o'clock. I get a hydrofacial once a month. I will take you there and show you, and I'm gonna introduce you to Jack this time. I know I've talked about my facials in other videos, but I'm actually gonna introduce Jack and he's gonna hopefully tell us some about why hydrofacials are so good and why they have really changed my skin. So that's what we're gonna do, that's at 4. I also get an add-on dermaplaning, I get a brow shaping and a brow tint. So it's quite the excursion, but it's so relaxing and luxurious and I just love it. And actually I had to cancel my last appointment because, well, Jack had to cancel my last appointment because he had some travel issues he was struggling with. He wasn't back in town yet. And then I made another appointment and then I had to cancel that one. So I am like overdue for my facial and I'm really looking forward to it. I want to tell you guys though, before I make my coffee, I hate watery coffee. I like iced coffee, but I hate that it gets watered down. Like these people who put tons of ice in their iced coffee, I'm just like, how do you do that? Because it's just melting, and then your coffee's watery, and I hate that. So I have found a tactic that I love and works for me. Reusable ice cubes, okay? Hear me out. There are these little things like this, and I bought them in a pack of like 24 on Amazon for like, I don't know, $8. And you just put them in your freezer and they freeze up. And then when I'm done with them, I clean them off, put them in the dishwasher, whatever, and then I refreeze them and use them again. So it is perfect for people like me who like iced beverages, like iced soda or whatever, iced coffee, anything iced, but you don't like it watered down. Like I'm the same way with my soda. I don't like a ton of ice in my soda because I don't like that it gets watered down. So these reusable ice cubes have been life-changing for me. I will link them down in my Amazon storefront and my Shop My. But yeah, if you're the same as me, try them out because it is, I'm so glad I found this. Seriously, so glad. I know in my last vlog I was telling you about my favorite pods that I use. Well, Starbucks came out with their holiday blend, and I just got these at the store yesterday and tried them. I really like this. So this is gonna be added to the rotation while the winter months are going on. They did make like a pumpkin spice blend of some sort, and I had it. It was one of those things where I couldn't decide if it was really good or it was gross. Like I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it was like, I would have it some days and I'd be like, this is so good. And then the next day I would have it and I'd be like, this is vomit. Like I don't know what it was, but that's where I landed on the pumpkin spice. But this I have decided is good, and I'll link it down below as well. Okay, let's see how this tastes. Good. I could use a little more milk, honestly. Not only do I have my facial, after that, I got tickets to see the first showing of Funny Girl here in Kansas City. And I'm so excited. Oftentimes, because I work at the TV station, we will feature these types of, you know, productions when they come to town. And we have relationships with the guild that brings them into town. And so a lot of times we will get tickets, we'll get offered media tickets, and we get to go see them. And it hasn't worked out. Like Moulin Rouge was in town and I got tickets for that, and then I had to cancel last minute, something came up. So I have gotten tickets before, but this one I was like, I'm not missing this. I've wanted to see Funny Girl for so long. So it's at 7:30 tonight downtown. So I have a long night ahead of me, but I am excited. Okay, you guys, this is Jack.
Hey guys.
It's hard to see him, but he's the master. He's been doing my facials for
About a year.
yeah, about a year now. Okay, I always get a hydrofacial, but Jack's gonna explain to you guys what a hydrofacial is and why it's good for your skin.
Okay, so Carrie always gets the deluxe hydrofacial, which there are 3 different types, the little tiered system. But for any of you who have heard of a microdermabrasion before, it's usually like the vortex with the exfoliation. Well, the hydrofacial is just like that, but wet. So it's gonna have that vortex where it's getting all the gunk, and then filling in with hydrating serums the whole time. But then with the deluxe, there is LED lights, there is, what else is there? A lot. Exfoliation, chemical peels, and then after the treatment, we do and go in with a whole bunch of serums, moisturizers, SPF if needed, and you look great every time.
Oh my
We
gosh,
also
you're so
do
great.
dermaplaning every single time, so that also gets rid of the first layer of dead skin and gives an even better result after the hydrofacial. So, yeah.
It's amazing, I love it. My skin has changed for the better since I started doing this. I tell people that all the time. I'm like, facials are an investment, but it's the best thing I've done for my skin.
Exactly. But Carrie already does have really beautiful skin. So I will say, though, that she already is starting off with a good clean slate, with hydrofacials every month you feel more resilient.
Yes.
Like an underlaying glow without having to try so hard.
Yes.
So that's the luxury of facials too.
I know.
It's like you get the big bang with a small portion of the month dedicated to
Yeah.
service, and then it's like you're good for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And then that's why you usually have to come in every month.
I know. I know. Okay, you guys, I'm done sharing Jack. He's mine now. So, thanks, Jack. What was your girl doing?
Details, see those
I don't see. Oh yeah, you can see some chunks.
Yeah, some dead skin.
Oh my gosh.
you guys gross.
Like, at least I think last time there was like a chunk.
I had a big chunk last time.
So I'm like, at least we're doing good.
It's so satisfying, you guys.
These off. I have been listening to Ina Garten's memoir, which is called Be Ready When the Luck Happens. I have a lot of free audiobooks. I have Spotify Premium, so I listen to most of my audiobooks. I'll listen to just via Spotify Premium, which I really enjoy. And I really love listening to memoirs because the author reads the story, and I like hearing their story told in those words, in their words. So this is the memoir that I'm currently listening to. I will also listen to fiction books, but honestly, I just prefer to listen to my memoirs. I listen to Josh Peck's book, This Way, Julia Fox's book, like a lot of other memoirs this year that I've read, I've listened to via Spotify and recommend. It is 3:24 in the afternoon, and I am just picking up my camera now because I had a long night last night at Funny Girl. I feel as though I need to give my Funny Girl thoughts. First of all, the show was really incredible, but there was a snafu at the beginning. I have to say, I have to kind of blow their spot up because this is the truth. The show was supposed to start at 7:30. You know, you have to be prompt with stuff like that. They always say, like, if you're not in there at 7:30, like, they'll shut the doors and you need to wait, blah, blah, blah. Well, the show didn't start till 8. We were all in the hallway, like they were having some technical difficulties and they wouldn't let us into the room. And so we were just everyone was just standing like in the lobby, like, and there's a big, beautiful staircase there. Like there were a lot of old people there. So like there were a lot of old people that were just standing there for like over a half hour, and I felt really bad for them. I mean, I was annoyed myself, don't get me wrong, but I can stand, like that's fine. But there were a lot of old people that I could tell were like uncomfortable and they were having to stand there for so long. I felt really bad. Anyway, I don't know what ended up happening. Actually, I do know what happened because we had one of the stars of the show was on our show today. So I chatted with him and I told him that I was in the audience last night and I'm like, hey, I hope you got it figured out. And he was like, yeah, we had a problem with like the percussion aspect of the orchestra wasn't working or something, the microphones. And so they had a problem with that. So they got it all resolved and everything, like once it went off without a hitch. The show was amazing. The girl who played the lead killed it, absolutely killed it. And the guy who played her love interest, Nick Arenstein, he was also fabulous, like really handsome, like really buff and like embodied like exactly what they were going for with this character. And it was killer. The woman who played Fanny's mother was also great. Like the cast just did an incredible job. There were so many good songs that I had heard in like popular culture, but I never equated them to being with Funny Girl. So People is a really popular song that Barbra Streisand recorded for when they made it into a movie that was really popular in popular culture. That song was amazing. Who Are You Now is another one that's really good. Temporary Arrangement, that one was stuck in my head this morning, which of course this morning when I was getting ready for work, I was listening to the soundtrack. Like really fabulous music and the cast was really did a great job. And it was just a really good time. I love theater. I'm such a theater nerd. In another life, I grew up in a very athletic-centric family and I was athletically gifted, but in another life, like I chose theater over sports, truly. Like I love theater. I've loved like the acting that I've done and it's performing. Like it's kind of what I do in like being on TV every day. Like it's a performance, like to some degree. So I just really think those people who can sing, can dance, can act, and then can do it all at once, like that's insane. They're so talented and I'm always so blown away by it. So I really enjoyed myself. And if you have not seen Funny Girl and want to see it or are at all interested in it, it is touring around the nation right now. So that's why they were in Kansas City. They're in Kansas City through this weekend, and then they're off to somewhere else next. So it was fun and totally worth not getting home till 11 p.m. for. I actually had a post shoot after work today, so I knocked that out and I got home at a pretty decent time. And it's actually really nice outside. I was outside before and I wanted to talk to you guys outside. I wanted to sit outside and like read and do some work on my phone, some social media work on my phone. But the light was just coming right at my eyes, and like A, it looked bad on camera, and B, it was blinding me. Like I couldn't concentrate or be comfortable because it was just blinding me. So I moved it inside, but I might go out there and play around with the dogs a little bit because it really is a beautiful day. It's like 63 degrees, which, you know, we can't complain about that. So I might go make like use of the day while the sun is still shining. And then I think I'm gonna come back in, and like I said, I have a little bit of work to do on my phone, a little bit of social media work. I'm wrapping up a brand deal that I need to film some voiceover stuff for, so I really need to get that done. And then I think at 5:30, I'm gonna go to a sculpt class. I usually tend to work out Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I do sculpt classes, and then the other 2 days, I'll do yoga or I'll just go on long walks with the dog. So I do think I'm gonna go to a sculpt class at 5:30. So let's first take ourselves back outside and let's play with the dogs a little bit and make use of the sunshine and this beautiful day. All right, I'm gonna go to my workout class. I wanted to show you guys what I'm wearing first, but I think this is the same thing I was wearing earlier in this vlog, just different colors. So I'll show you what I can, but I think it's gonna be similar. So on top, I am wearing this Amazon bralette top type of thing. I'm pretty sure I wore this just in the blue color the other day, but we'll see. And then on the bottom, I am wearing, again, the Lululemon Wonder Unders. I told you I had these in a couple different colors, and I wasn't lying. This is them in navy blue. So that's the outfit for the class. Pretty much my favorite outfit to wear these days. And then my flannel is thrifted, and I'm obsessed with her and love her. She's a recent thrifted find, and I just thought she was too fun, and I was right. It is so fun. I am instantly happier whenever I put this flannel on. So let's go and work out. This morning, I told Casey that I would make us something for dinner tonight, and I wish that current me would stop making like plans and committing to things that future me is probably not gonna wanna do, because now that it is around dinner time, I do not want to make us dinner. No interest, no thank you, no sir, no ma'am. But I already told him I would, so I kind of feel like I need to. But I don't have a lot of ideas for dinner either. Maybe something will come to me in class, I'm not really sure. I don't like to cook, you guys know this, like I'm not a cooker. I don't particularly like food or eating, so like cooking isn't particularly enjoyable to me. If I had like unlimited funds, like I would eat out every night, and like I would, you know, I love healthy food. Like it's not like I would eat like shit food, like I would eat healthy food. I would eat a salad or something, like, but I just don't want to make it myself. Herein lies the issue, you know. So I don't know, we're gonna have to see what we do, but I do feel as though I should make him something because I told him this morning that I would. I just got off of work for the day. Today was a unique work day. We didn't have a live show. We have a live show Monday through Friday, every day of the week, always, unless it's a holiday, which we will pre-record our show. But today was different. Every once in a while we will get exempted for like a sporting thing or something like that. But today we aired our Christmas program that we had been working on for a long time. So no live show today, which is really weird for us, but I did have a pre-record that I had to do. So I had to put on a full face and go in, and I was editing some stuff for the show tomorrow anyway, so I had to go in anyways. But now that I'm done for the day, I really want to treat myself to some books. And there is a bookstore that opened maybe like a year or so ago here in Kansas City called Under the Covers, and it is a only romance bookstore. And I've been in there once before, and it's just really a vibe. Like, it's really cute and I love it. And it's been a while since I've been in there, and I wanted to get the 2 other books in the Dream Harbor series. You guys know I was raving about the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I just really loved the vibes and thought it was cozy and it was so Gilmore Girls, and I'm like, I want more of that, especially because there's a Christmas themed one. And I put them in my cart on Amazon, truly, and I was about to purchase. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I try my local bookstore, this one especially, because it's just a pure romance bookstore. So I was like, let's do it. Let's go. Let's treat myself. So hopefully they have it here. They do have a really good selection, but it's not guaranteed they have it. Those are popular books right now, so we will see. But even if I don't get a book, like, just walking around a bookstore, if I had a coffee in my hand, it would literally be perfect. So just the vibes are going to be good enough for me, but let's go and see if we can't find ourselves some books.